Hi and welcome to Reseller News. My name is Rjpasini. Today is July 5th, 2018. Thank you for tuning in. Today I just want to go over a few topics in regards to the issues that are going on with eBay. And I have a couple of windows opened up I would like to share with you guys out there, eBay sellers and buyers as well. And I just want to talk a little about what's going on with the eBay. They, as you know, they are still experiencing glitches, as has been noted in blog posts and my Facebook page, and along with Down Detector. And we're going to go to Down Detector in a little bit and see what recent information has been popping up here and there, because you know, with the Down Detector, people do voice their opinions on air. And I had to share my opinions last night with eBay teammate in regards to what's going on with the billing and with their service along with these glitches, which I don't think is fair at this point in time. But I just want to share this information with you guys. Also, if you noticed, on my banner, on the YouTube banner, I changed it. It's now reads Rjpasini.com, Reseller Entrepreneur Online News Stories, and it says creator of the His Initiative and Clean Content Channel. For those who are familiar or not familiar with the His Initiative and Clean Content Channel, the His Initiative it's an acronym for Help, Inspire, and Share, and the Clean Content Channel is exactly what it stands for. There is no, I don't discuss religion, politics, or use profanity on this channel. It's a kid-safe channel as far as I'm concerned. So you don't have to worry about if you're hanging out with your friends, family, or members, young kids around. You don't have to worry about any crazy talk or any profanity coming out of my mouth. Not as long as I'm doing a reseller news or doing a sneak peek video, demo video, and intro videos. Okay, so I just want to get that out in the open. Also, I just want to share one quick thing with you guys. I know it's a little off key with the reseller news, but I want to bump out of here. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the Daily Vibe. My birthday is in February. And I get these daily vibes pretty much on a daily basis. And I just wanted to share this one with you guys, and then we're going to jump right into the news. So let me bump out of here. I know some of you may be concerned, maybe you may not, but I just wanted to share this with you guys. It kind of like really hits it right on the head when it comes to me, sharing information, and it cuts right to the chase. Here it is. Well, this is not the one right here. Is this it? No, sorry, folks. You see over here, folks, this is the Daily Vibe. This pretty much it says it all to me. It says over here, July 5th, 2018, Pisces will likely have some fantastic ideas today. This can come in handy no matter where you are. Jump to any relevant conversations around and you share your thoughts, impacting the lives of those around you. You can seriously make shine today. You can add a lot of value to your day through openly speaking your mind. And that's what I am all about, folks. I mean, you couldn't hit it right on the head with that part. It's true. I definitely do like to share my opinions and stuff like that. I am an opinionated person, and I tell it like it is. I don't sugarcoat anything. The information I put out there in the reseller news comes from other resources, not so much for myself. I mean, I do share I do make some comments in regards to what other sources I get the information from. A lot of Google alerts. I do get them from other sources as well. So that's what the Reseller News is all about. And also, this YouTube channel, you are more than welcome to share your comments and likes and opinions. Please keep it clean. Don't use any profanity on here, and I will message you back. I have been messaging people back whenever they leave comments, whenever I have the opportunity to. And I want to keep it clean. That's what it's all about. So if anybody wants to share any of their thoughts on some of the stories I post up here, please do. You're more than welcome. Now, without further ado, let's jump right into it. I'm going to go over here, and we're going to go to this. Here's the first one. As you can see on top of my screen here, I have some windows open up. So I really would like to go through this as quick as possible and get the message out to you guys. For those who are new, I do not read all the stories verbatim. I will tell you the source where I got it from, the website, and that's totally up to you as to whether you want to follow through and continue reading the story. I will read little parts of it, but I'm not going to read all of it because we'll be here a long time, and I don't want to keep this reseller news going on for over an hour. I know I have had that happen in a lot of my other reseller news, and I do apologize for that, but you can only keep so much stuff cryptic. But anyway, this one came from Tame Bay. Okay, and if you want to read the story, you go to tamebay.com, and if you can't exactly get there, find it, just type in there eBay are working on restoring missing eBay gallery images. Okay, now some of the stories, folks, I'll be honest with you, they may be a day or two old. I'm sorry, I've been tied up doing other stuff, dealing with my own personal business. So there are times I can't get to do the reseller news on a daily basis as I'd like to. Last week I was able to do some pretty much almost on a consistent day. The weekend news I try to do as well. So, I do apologize about that. But let's get started with this one right here. It says over here, eBay are working to restore missing eBay gallery images. It says, now this one came out, it's by Chris Dawson. This came out July 3rd, 2018, of course. It says on Wednesday last week, we reported a bug where the eBay images go missing from sellers' listings. Sellers told us that upon reporting the missing eBay gallery images glitch to eBay, that the seller support confirmed that it was an issue that they were aware of and they were working to fix. Now, not for nothing, folks. I've been dealing with eBay for quite some time. I've been calling them more frequently than I have in the past because of what's going on. However, I did not experience any image issues with that. There apparently are other sellers out there that are feeling the pinch with this here, and I do feel bad. But right now, it's not affecting me at this point in time. Although maybe people may say, well, maybe you didn't check all your listings out. I have, and I haven't noticed it just yet. So I think the glitches with certain sellers may be intermitting. I can't say for sure, but I know right now at this point in time, I don't recall having any issues with the glitch, as far as like with photos missing, the images missing from your listings. If you want to check into this story, read the rest of it. I'm not going to get too much into it. Here it looks like someone let the comment regarding tech problems on eBay. We hear this a lot, and the real one thing I will say that there are too many. There are too many, and it's unacceptable that that at times we put out a platform that doesn't work in the way it's supposed to. And this is from Bob Cuppins. He works there, and as far as I know, he works there. And it says over here, then it goes on to say eBay summarized by saying that they're working to help hard to prevent the glitches, but they are also working hard to get them corrected when they arise. The more you keep calling up, folks, and let them know that you are experiencing this here, I think it gives them a little more of an incentive to saying, hey, look, let's get this stuff fixed. People are calling up. There are people threatening to get off this site. We're going to be losing money if we use the top-rated sellers and buyers. So, let's try to get this thing corrected once and for all. Now, without further ado, let's go over here to the next one. It says, well, my computer's a little slow, folks, so please bear with me on this one here. Okay, low quality eBay offers to be suppressed with AI, which is, I believe, is, like I said, artificial intelligence. It says again, this is by Chris Dawson. This came out yesterday, July 4th. Bad offers actually undermine the confidence in the platform, says eBay Bob Cuppins. Offers such as save $1 on a $500 good I'm getting tongue twisted here. Good eBay offers. At the end of these days, Bob, you want to see offers that are going to drive conversion. It goes on to say the problem with showing bad offers is that buyers see them, realize they are not an attractive proposition, and start to subconsciously ignore the red offer or flash on all the listings. That hurts sellers who have genuine offers on their listings. If you want to read the story, same thing, tamebay.com. Okay, and you can check this one out as well. Let's move right along. I'm sorry if I'm talking fast, but I just want to try to get this stuff wrapped up as quick as possible. This one came out July 3rd. This is from ecommercebytes.com. I love this site. I mean, this is one of my favorites as far as getting all the straight dope from about eBay, Amazon, and Etsy. It's very informative. I swear by this site here. I'm on it all the time, and I like to keep on top of things, and this is a good way to do it. Over here, it's nice to see that finally they're coming out. I've been saying in a lot of my videos, it would be nice if eBay could do a broadcast message on their website and just share what's going on as far as like with these glitches and technical issues. Apparently, either I'm not saying my information is it's getting a lot of traction and that's what's causing it, but it's about time eBay came out and made the statement. It goes on to say, all right, the title is over here, eBay apologized for technical issues. eBay apologized on July 3rd, 2018 for technical issues plaguing its site in recent weeks. Though it made no offer to compensate sellers, eBay changed its outage policy in 2014. eBay executive Bob Cuppins had characterized technical issues as unacceptable during a video presentation last week. I guess if you click on, you could see it. It says over here, it goes on to say, announcement follows. We are sorry for the recent technical issues that may have impacted you. During the past few weeks, a number of technical issues have impacted the selling experience on eBay and for some sellers. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience these issues may have caused. We have resolved most critical issues and are working diligently to solve all of them as soon as possible. Please know that we are committed to ensuring world-class selling experience. Well, I tell you right now, not to be funny, but not at this point. It ain't. This ain't no world-class selling experience right now. Not for me, then anyway. It says our goal is to provide you the best platform of your business in order to reduce the likelihood of technical issues occurring in the future. We're reviewing our testing implementation practices and instituting an enhanced oversight process for all technical changes that may impact you. While many sellers were unaffected by the technical issues, we know that any interruption to you is frustrating. We appreciate you letting us know through the community platform. Again, if you do have any problems, folks, you can call them up. Even if you have to call them as much as I've called eBay at one time 5 times or 6 times in 1 week. I'm very frustrated. I'll let them know. People might say, but what's the sense? You know, it's not going to do anything by calling them up. You're not going to speed things up. No, but I just wanted to let them know that, you know, this is unacceptable. And, you know, if they want to keep people like me and all the other top-rated sellers and all the other, just in general, just the other eBay sellers and buyers on their site, they need to get this thing fixed right away. I mean, and I can't express it more than enough. I've been hearing so much stuff from blog posts, different blog posts, Facebook groups, Down Detector. People are irate over this here. Some people use eBay as a full-time salary. And if you're not making any sales, that's not a full-time salary, folks. Plain and simple. Here's the comments. Some of the comments I think people have over here. I'm not going to read them all. I do like reading the comments. Maybe I'll read them after I go off the show here, but I'm not going to read them right now. Some of the things that people express, you got to read it for yourself, though. But the story you're going to be looking for, it's on ecommercebytes.com. And you want to look, or if you can't find it that way, just do a Google search and type in eBay apologize for technical issues. It's about time they manned up and they stood and they made this announcement. Yes, they did through e-commerce bytes. What they really should do, now I didn't listen to eBay Radio this past week. What they should do on eBay Radio is instead of talking about bringing on top-rated sellers, giving you all their advice on how to sell and how to make money, they should throw a little segue in about eBay and sit there and say and tell people, especially Griff who works there, and say, listen, this is an ongoing problem with eBay. I work for eBay, and this is what they're doing. They're trying to talk a little about on that topic. Let the people know, the people who do listen to eBay Radio, let them know what's going on. Okay, this is a good thing that they came out with this year. I do appreciate eBay doing that, and they should have done it a lot sooner. To be honest with you, it shouldn't have came out weeks later. This was going on in June, okay? And as you can see the date here, it says July 3rd, 2018, okay? So, I mean, be a little up on the ball with things. Give people a heads up as to what's going on. So I always say, give people a heads up. Let them know. This way we know how to adjust ourselves, what we're going to do. We can expect it. We're not sitting here in the blind thinking, oh, wow, could it be this? Could it be that? Let people know what's actually going on. Although this just says technical issues, they don't really say, if you're looking there, I didn't read this whole thing, but I would like to know with these technical issues, so they speak, is it definitely having an impact on sales? Because if they're not going to state that in there, I tell you right now, to me personally, I believe it does. Okay, and I was told by a teammate that said that it told me that with the no views, it can affect sales. Okay, this is what I was told by a teammate. I'm just repeating it. Let's move right along. Let's go to the next one. Here's another one, another story with eBay. This came out on July 3rd as well, 2018. I have to throw that date in there because I don't want you to think it's something 3 years ago. A new twist on eBay sales restrictions. This is an update, 7.4. eBay posted the following announcement today. All right, I'm not going to read. I click the announcement. I'm going over here. Markdown Manager update, July 4th, 7:30 a.m. Okay, it goes on in the summer 2018 seller update. We announced new changes to requirements for creating a markdown sale event. That went into effect on June 25th, 2018. We'll listen to your feedback, and we have made some changes to these markdowns, sale requirements. Sellers can now add items to markdown and sale event, even if the listing was previously in another sale event within the past 14 days, as long as the listing price has not been changed. Okay. You want to read the rest of this here? I'm not going to, because like I said, it's got quite a bit of text here. I'll get tongue-tied speaking like this, reading the whole story. Again, it's in ecommercebytes.com. Let's move right along. eBay calculated shipping glitch. Okay. Now, I didn't know about this one here. I think I heard about this here on Down Detector, I think. Somebody mentioned on Down Detector. It's July 3rd, again, 2018. eBay calculates shipping glitches cost sellers sales. Okay, here's a person writing in. Dear Ina, I have read a lot about glitches with eBay and wanted to let you know, if you already do not, about the glitch with eBay calculates shipping. If a customer wants to know what it would cost if they ordered more than a quantity of one, the shipping and the payment section takes you right back to the description of the listing when you change the quantity and click on Get Rates button. There is no way to see the cost, what the cost would be. Folks, I don't know. Again, I noticed, I heard of this glitch. I had no so far. I got to say one thing. When a person said some of these glitches are affecting some of the sellers, that I do believe, because I don't recall having any problem with the shipping cost thing, calculated shipping. I had no problem with that, but that's me. There may be other people apparently that are experiencing. That's why they wrote into e-commerce bites. That's something you got to check into. If you're not familiar with this popping up in your situation, or if you are experienced, you want to share it with us, please do. Drop it in a comment and let us know what you think. All right. But again, if you want to read this story, just go to ecommercebytes.com. Let's keep moving on. This one here is the website here is applianceretailer.com. eBay promised to beat competitive prices. Okay. JB, Hi-Fi, Harvey Norman, and others. And eBay has launched the best price guarantee that competes with Amazon Australia, JB, Hi-Fi, Harvey Norman, and Kmart shoppers who buy new items on eBay, but find a lower price at the same item and at these retailers within 48 hours can receive eBay voucher for the price difference plus an additional 5%. Again, I don't really get into this here. I put it up there because I thought it'd be a little interesting. Maybe you guys might want to check into it. I am not much of a buyer of electronics. For those who do follow me, the only things I pretty much will buy off of eBay right now is ink and toner cartridges. I know it sounds like, well, you're not much of a shopper. No, I'm not. The reason why I shop on eBay for the ink and toner cartridges, because I can get them at good prices. But if you want to read the rest of this story, folks, just go to applianceretailer.com, and the story you're looking for is eBay promises to beat competitive prices. Let's move right along here. Here's one that came up, and for some reason it's not working. I don't know what happened here. Something happened. Let's go to this one here. eBay are working. Again, this was from TameBay, and this one I believe came out, yes, July 3rd, 2018. It says eBay are working to restore missing eBay gallery entries. I think we talked about that earlier. If you want to read the story, just go to tamebay.com. And I'm going to bump out of this here, and I just want to go over here to this one here. I want to just show you what I did to my YouTube channel. This is what I had changed it to, in case anybody wants to know. This is what it's going to how it's going to look going forward. I may change it again. It took me quite some time to learn how to do the border. I mean, it's not the greatest banner right now, but as you can see, for those who did follow me, or the new subscribers and even the past ones, no, I didn't go anywhere. Shop Rjpasini.com. The name has been changed on here, but as you can see what it says, Reseller Entrepreneur, Online News Stories, which I'm doing, and the creator of His Initiative and Clean Content channel. So again, that's what this is all about. The banner has changed for a good reason. I also changed the name on the Twitter. It's the same thing. It's Rjpasini.com. Let me bump out of this screen here, and let's go. Oh yeah, before I do get out of here, I would like to just check out Down Detector. I don't know if I had it in there. Let me just open another screen up here, folks. I want to see the latest down detector. If you're not familiar with down detector, folks, you could just go over here and check it out. I think it's really a good site to check and go get into. Also, when you go into it, you click on downdetector.com, you're going to get a whole array of different companies. Okay, now any one of these companies you click on will let you know if there's been an issue where it's been down for something, whatever the reasons. As you can see, they have a whole bunch. They got Spectrum, AT&T, Comcast, Instagram, QuickBooks, so on and so forth, YouTube, Google. Believe it or not, I believe if Google's having problems, I believe that also affects sales too, because if people do a Google search on your item or an item, it may not, it may have some effect on your sales, but you could also check out Google as well to see if they have any glitches. Right now, I'm going to go to eBay. That's one you want to look for. And here it is right here. All you do is click it on. As you can see, they got a whole bunch of them. AOL, Tinder, Xbox Live, they got a whole bunch of them. Now here, when you look over here, you'll see the problems at eBay. It's still posted for June 29th, okay? But this is the last 24 hours. Here they have a live outage map. If you click it on, it'll show you what eBay, according to this. Now, again, I had people in my Facebook group telling me, how viable is this site? Is it good? Is it like another, BS site? No, I don't think it's a BS site. The reason why I'm saying that is because people like you and I will go there to voice our opinion. I think it's a very good site. I even told, it sounds crazy, but when I was talking to a teammate, I was even mentioning to them, I said, you guys might want to look into it. It's pretty interesting to see what's going on. But anyway, this is the outages right now that's going on, and they have it. I think these little markings over here is letting you know this is where they're experiencing the problems. Again, and you could check this out, but I like to go to Down Detector for the simple reason is I like to read what people have been experiencing recently with eBay. When you look over here, it says, all right, if you have a problem with eBay, you got to sign up to get involved, to leave a comment on there. You can see over here it says website was 54%, login issues was 31%, checkout was 13%. Okay, now if you go down, it says over here, if tips frustration with sharing with the other site visitors. This site is a good site as far as I'm concerned. Now, if you want to log in to voice your opinion, you need to log in through one of these, which I have already. And you can read out some of the things that people haven't. Now here, this is fairly new. Let's see. This was put up 13 minutes ago, folks. This is not old stuff. I mean, they may have old information on there, but this was put 13 minutes ago. It says, I'm having problems with the last couple of days with not having page views show up. Sometimes they're there, sometimes not. I have them showing in my listings and not others. Now I'm experiencing the same problem this seller is going through right now. Okay, I'm having the same issue. I was looking at my listings just now. Some of them do have views on them, and there are a lot of them that had 0 views. We know they're working on it. We got to hang in there. That's all I could say. Here's another one. Well, I don't know what got fixed. My orders began coming back on June 30th, right after Comcast had their huge outage. I was expecting sales to drop even more since so much of the country had no internet, but the reverse happened. I don't understand it, but I'll take it. And then it says over here, I exceeded my normal dollar amount in sales. Well, lucky you, not me. In my sales for the 2 to 4 days and close to a normal on 2 or more. Today's sales are up 60% of normal. And I still have over an hour to go before 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So it says over here, so still might get some close when California orders come in. June, and then it goes on to say over here, June was horrible until then, just barely over 50% of my normal monthly sales. So I'm ecstatic that it's looking better, at least for now. And then you can read the replies and so on and so forth. There's quite a bit on here. If you keep loading up more comments, you'll keep reading more about it. Okay, so that's what's going on. I'm going to bump out of here. It's a just good cause to do that. And that's why I do it. Okay, a lot of people may say you're wasting your time. People may not watch your channel or may have no interest in it. Look, I put it out there, folks. If people want to watch it, that's up to you. If you gain something for it, that's a plus for me. I do this here. It takes me hours to do it. I use it in my free time, especially when eBay sales are slow. People may say, well, if they're slow, that's when you should be concentrating on doing it to improve your sales. I've been doing pretty much everything in the book. And if it's not happening, it's not going to happen. Believe me, I've been following eBay's advice. I've been listening to other online sellers giving advice. And to be honest with you, it just doesn't work. For me, it's not working right now. And when the little sales I do get coming in and out, they are nothing to write home about, folks. Believe me, they're nothing to write home about. Okay, I'm doing the best I can, just like everybody else is. This particular person we seen in Down Detector, if their sales went up, kudos to them. You're lucky, you know. Maybe on your part of the world over there in the States, maybe you're not experiencing the glitches we are over here in the East Coast. Who knows? I don't know. You know, I didn't know Comcast was down. I don't have Comcast. I use Verizon Fios. I use the fiber optic network. I honestly have to say, using Fios over here in the East Coast, my service, I have no problem. It's pretty much stellar service. I have no complaints whatsoever. Not that I can recall. If we get a power outage, yes, you do lose your internet. You do. I mean, I lose my phone because I have a voice over internet protocol phone. Yes, if we do lose power, I didn't get the battery backup system when I installed it. I felt that wasn't needed. According to what the Verizon tech guy said, the battery that they install with this service is only good for 8 hours anyway. So if you have a power outage and it's more than a day or so, you're dogged anyway. So that's the bottom line. But anyway, I've had no problem with Fios, and I'm not throwing a segue out there for people to use it. That is totally up to you. Whatever service you use as your internet provider, that's totally up to you. And lastly, I just want to state, before I close out this video, in regards to a recent comment, I understand your frustration. You're dealing with the sales, no sales. I understand that wholeheartedly. I just want to share this with you. When I did talk to the eBay teammate about this here, I let the teammate know that eBay, there were a lot of people that are dealing with these glitches and stuff like that, are very unhappy. And I did mention to the eBay teammate that I'm getting complaints. People are sharing their complaints with me on different blog sites. Some people are making statements, talking and saying things on the eBay Top Rate Sellers group on my Facebook, and also on the YouTube channel. I have been responding to the comments. Some things I just don't keep. I don't want to keep repeating myself. So I mean, I kind of like let other members do that in regards to answering for others. I don't really have too much to say on it. We all know that there is a glitch going on, and we're just going to have to sit and wait it out. The only thing I could tell people in regards to the slow sales, and like I said, even myself, hang in there. If it gets to a point where you feel that you can't make any headway off it, then you're going to have to make those final choices, which whether it be, I don't know if you're going to close your account on eBay. I've been, like I told the teammate, I've been on eBay since, well, actually, she pointed out to me, she goes, oh, we hate to lose you. She goes, you've been a member since July of 1999. And I said, well, yeah. She goes, we really like that, you're a top-rated seller, so that you really wouldn't want to lose your business. I said, well, I told him, I said, look, I got to be upfront and honest with you. The way I said, I've been doing this for 1.5 years, folks. For those who don't know, back in June of 2016, I said this in my other videos. I said, I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, folks, to those who are, present subscribers. I lost my job back in June 2016. Okay, 1,000 odd jobs went overseas, and that's why I ended up on eBay doing this full time for over it's over 1.5 years now. Things happen in life. Who thought? I mean, I had a job I really loved. I loved doing the work. What I was doing, I really loved it. When you have a job that offers a pension, a 401k, and all the benefit package, it hurts. It really does. You're going from point A to point B. And as I always say in a lot of my other videos, for those who do think about getting into eBay, whatever you do, please. And I know there are a lot of people out there that are smart and knowledgeable. Don't give up your day job. And the reason why I say that, folks, is because sometimes I listen to eBay radio when I do listen to it, which is pretty much religious. I haven't listened to it this week, but when I hear people saying I'm quitting my job and I'm doing this full time, it always gets my goat going, because I say to myself, I hope these people planned ahead of time. Meaning, do you have a nice egg nest put on the side for slow times like this? I mean, is your mortgage paid off? Do you have any car payments? Do you have credit card debt? Are you going to be the things you're selling? Are you going to make enough to live a sustainable lifestyle, to meet all your financial needs? It's a big scary thing, and I'm sure people that do go into eBay full time. I'm sure that is already pre-planned, but if you're going to break into this line of work, folks, my suggestion is do it on a part-time basis. Pay down as much of your debt as you could. If you're going to go into this business, if you have credit card debt, pay it down. If you have a lot of credit cards, I know people that have multiple credit cards and they're multiple debt. Believe me, like my father used to say, God rest his soul. Money is easy to spend and hard to make. And when I listened to my dad back in the day, he had a hard job, and things back then he was very conservative spender. We didn't go out and splurge. Growing up in my household when I was young, we learned at an early age to be independent. If you want something in life, you go out and work for it. It wasn't handed down to me or my siblings. We had to work what we wanted. My father and mother were good providers. They provided, food, clothing, and shelter. We always had food on the table. We always had nice clothes to wear, and so on and so forth. But it was all done through hard work, and that's where you hear the expression "come from humble beginnings." That's it. I mean, I couldn't be any more humble than that. And I teach the same thing that my parents had taught me growing up. It's the same thing with my children. My daughters, I tell them the same thing. Be conservative when it comes to spending money. When it comes to buying things, buy out of necessity. Don't buy it to say I have it. When I hear people saying they don't really need it, but they buy it to say I have it, that is the biggest waste of money, because you could buy something and say I have a need. Like in other words, it's nice to have, but you're never going to use it. All you did was tie up money that could be better utilized elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? And people make so much mistakes doing that stuff. And here's the other thing too, in relation to that. I hear it all the time, and it kind of like gets you thinking sometimes with people. I don't know. I'm not making any derogative statements. Everybody has their own mindset. How you think about how you're going to do your business, how you're going to run it. That's great and all. But let me tell you something, folks. If you're going to keep sourcing, especially at a time like this, like I heard people out there on some YouTube resellers on YouTube. They're saying you got to go out, you got to resell, you got to go out, you got to thrift, you got to go thrifting, you got to go through, you got to go sourcing, you got to get more, going to get more items. The more you list, the more it goes up higher in the search engine. You want to know something? This is the truth. And like I said, if people who know me or don't know me on this channel by now, I don't sugarcoat anything. I tell it like it is. And I'm not going to paint up a beautiful picture. Life, we don't see life through a rose-tinted glasses, so to speak. I know a lot of people want to have this vision of saying, well, I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to do things my way. I'm going to make this. Look, we all want to make a business work. Okay? I watch a show called Startup. And whenever they do a little segue to commercial, the one part there, these are people that are entrepreneurs. They're living out their dream, their passion. And the one part I like there is you got this guy's interviewing this girl, and the girl's saying, failure is not an option. And it ain't, and it should never be. But the thing is, the only time, like I say, like there's a thing, I don't know who wrote it, where it came from. It says, those who fail to plan to fail. When you go into a business, any type of business, no matter what it is, whether it's selling greeting cards or you're a baker or whatever, it's always good to have a plan. It's just like, I keep a pad with me here, and pen, and I storyboard what I'm going to say in the reseller news. Okay, the sneak peek videos, that's nothing. That's just, it's like that saying, it's like a show about nothing. You just go out there and you say, hey, this is what I was doing. I sourced for this. I picked this. I picked that up. That's what it's all about. Okay, that's what I do. Okay, that's what this YouTube channel is all about. With the reseller news. But when it comes to sneak peek videos, that's all it is. It's just an open forum, and I'm telling you what I picked up at the thrift stores. But I don't get into as far as like what I paid and what I sold. Okay, that's what, like I said again, that's what this channel is all about. But the point I'm getting across, rather than curtailing off different sites, segments here. When it comes to sourcing, if you have a substantial amount of items listed, you might not want to go out and keep buying more if it's not moving. Now, you hear all these different terms used, dead piles or whatever. They got all these different names for it, whatever. You could do one of the two things. And I had stuff that's been laying around for a year, over a year. Some things are listed, You could do one of two things, and this is where the waste of money comes in as far as I'm concerned. You could buy the stuff at the stores thinking, hey, I bought this item, it may sell, it may not, whatever. You keep it up there, you throw it on eBay, and you keep it, it's listed 1, 2, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months go by. What happens is, let's say you push it to the side, I'm going to take this off, and also seasonal stuff too, I believe. But then again, there's a little off-key thing about that. Someone brought a good point out. If you're selling summer clothes, and I'm in New York, and it's wintertime here, dead of the winter, the temperature's 15 degrees, and I'm thinking of putting up summer clothes. But what people don't realize is that the mindset is, you're thinking, well, people that buy it are going to be in New York. What about the people that live in Florida? About all the warm climates, California. I get a lot of sales from California, to be honest with you. Don't ask me why, but I do. I don't get that many from New York when it comes to certain things, but I notice a lot of my sales are always out west. Okay. The point I'm getting across is this. One or two things when it comes to thinking about sourcing. First off, if your sales are that slow, is it worth for you to go out and invest more money into sourcing when stuff ain't moving? All you're doing is tying money up. The stuff I bought, I tied a lot of money up into it, and I think now when I look back, I say I'm sorry I did. I didn't do the research, my thorough research, like I should have. And like they say, if you snooze, you lose. You don't pay attention to what you're doing, you're going to have a problem later on. I have stuff out there that it may go back to charity again. But the sad thing about it is I invested money into that merchandise thinking it was going to sell, and it's going to end up going back probably to the same place again. And that same item that I purchased, maybe full price for, it'll go back to the same thing unless I'm going to donate it to my church and just do away with the thrift store altogether. It's going to be resold again. So you're getting that one item that I purchased maybe 6 months or a year ago. Now I'm going to give it back to the thrift store. They're going to resell it again. So it's a fictitious cycle, and it makes no sense. So for people that keep telling you got to keep selling, keep sourcing, go out, you got to go out every day, you got to go out and list every day, I don't buy into that, but that's my personal take on it. Now, other people may beg to differ. Okay, you may agree to disagree with me. If you do, if you think what I'm saying is not a good thing, then drop it in the comment. Leave a nice comment and I'll respond to it. I'm just trying to share right now with you guys out there, eBay sellers and buyers, because the buyers are also sellers, that sourcing for new stuff right now, with the way the system's working, I don't think it's a good move. I really don't. And you're tying money up. Okay? I can't go out and spend X amount of money on items to bring home, take pictures, take photos of it, and throw it up on eBay and hope they're going to sell. If the system's not working 100%, what good is it? You could have the best things out there, and it doesn't mean because I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I hear it all the time. The more you source, the more you keep listing, you get higher in the search ranking. I think that's. I tell you the truth. I don't know. I have to honestly say this. I'll share this with you guys. I have the Rjpasini website, my YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and some other sites, LinkedIn, whatever. And I'll be honest with you. You tell me if this makes sense. If not, that's fine. You already are in the search rankings. And I'll tell you, if you type in, you Google your name, I know when I Google my name in, I see a whole list of the things that I'm affiliated with and involved with. I am already in the search perimeters. I'm already there. Okay? Now, granted, when you do list, you will add to that search thing. Okay? That's that search, search tree if you want to call it that. But at the same time, you're already there. You're already in that search algorithm. You're already there. So, okay, so people say, all right, so what's the point? So you're saying now, if you do another listing, that's going to put you're already there. You're already in that search. You're already in that search algorithm. You're already in there, okay? If I type my name in there, I will see a whole bunch of things coming up. Test it for yourself. My take is this, how I would do it if I wanted to, try to improve sales. You probably heard this many times from other sellers. It's like a played out broken record. They'll tell you the same thing I'll tell you. What can I do to make my listing sell, to increase sales? You'll hear the same thing. I'll tell you, I can probably tell you on a handful. Promoted listings. Lower your prices. Change your categories. Update your title. Do more listings. That'll bring you higher up in the search engines. I'm already high in the search engines. You're probably already high in the search engines. Google your name. Google whatever your store you're in, whatever your name of your store is. Google it. I Google my name, I get a whole bunch of stuff up there. What I'm trying to say, folks, what's going on with eBay, with the system right now, if it's not 100% effective, if there are certain glitches in there, it doesn't make a difference, because you might not show up in search. Matter of fact, I'll share this with you. I shared this in my other videos. When I first gotten noted about the no views with the listings, I called up eBay and I called up the teammate and explained what's going on, and that I'm seeing no views on both. I only have 2 pages. I don't have that many. I'm not a big time seller like people. There's people like that, thousands of listings. I don't have thousands. I don't have 300. Now it's like 320, whatever. Because I'm not sourcing. I'm not buying any more stuff right now. I'm not buying stuff until I deplete what I have. And I asked the teammate. I said, listen, could this affect sales? The first teammate told me, no, it won't affect your sales. It's still searchable. So I went along with it. I said, okay, all right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Long story short, got off the phone. I picked an item, typed it in as if I was looking for that particular item. My item did not show up in search. It didn't show up in search. Now you might say, well, maybe you didn't type it right. No, I did. Or maybe you didn't look long enough. Maybe it was like if there was 10, 20 pages, maybe it was 20 pages. I'm not going to go through thousands of listings to see if my name showed up in search. Okay? All I know is when I typed in that particular item, I didn't see it show up in search. So you might say, well, if you don't research it, then you can't blame eBay for that. Then I'm not blaming it. I'm just saying right now, let me finish the other part of it. So another day goes by. I call up eBay again because I want to see. They said, well, the problem will be, when I first talked to the first teammate, it should be 24 hours to 48 hours, whatever. Hopefully everything will be back in sync again. Right. So the next day I call up, same issue, no views on both pages, 330 something listings, whatever at the time. I was talking to a teammate, and the teammate willfully came out. I didn't bait him in there to try to trick. I didn't use any trick, reverse psychology on the person. They were at liberty, and they stated it right. This is what they said, and I don't record people. I'm not doing that for privacy issues. I'm not going to do that. There are some people that like to call up and they like to put it on YouTube or whatever. That's totally up to you, folks. I am not going to do that. I am not here for that reason, okay? I'm not going to record anybody for privacy purposes. I'm not doing that. Anyway, I know people say, well, how can we believe what you said? I'm doing that. Whether you believe it or not, that's totally up to you. I don't sugarcoat anything here, folks. What I tell you is the information I get off the website. That's why I give you the websites, and I read verbatim. Well, not verbatim. I read some of them, but I also tell you where I get the information with them from. Because I don't want you to think I'm just throwing stuff out in the air, as I always say. I'm not going to say stuff that I'm sure of. Okay? I'm not going to say stuff I'm not sure of. But I will share what I heard. And this teammate, and I hope the person didn't get in trouble for saying it, stated that I asked the person, I said, let me ask you a question. With the no views glitching going on right now, the glitch, can that affect sales? I didn't tell the person, oh, I'm telling you right now, I wasn't overstepping that person and saying, oh no, I'm telling you, it does affect. No, the person, all I asked was, with the no glitch issue, does it affect sales? The eBay teammate came back and told me, yes, this can affect your sales. That's what they said. That's what he said. Yeah, it was a he, right? Because I don't know, I've been talking. I talked within that last week. A couple of weeks back, I was talking to him just about every day. That's what was told. It said it could affect sales. Now, I don't know. There may be validity in it or not. I don't know. I really don't know, folks. But I do know one thing. I will share this with you. From the very few sales I did get, which was very few, when the sale was spent, when a person made the best offer or purchased the item, I did notice it had the views on it. I will share that. It did. It did have the views. So, does it work hand in hand? Is it coincidental? I don't know. But soon as I got that offer, the person bought it. First things, I went to my listings, and I wanted to see if the views were there for that particular item that sold, and yes, it was there. Maybe it's coincidental. People say, well, it could be coincidental. Maybe they when they revise this system or they refresh the system, maybe that's what happened. Maybe it all just happened. It was coincidental. Could be. It could be. But try it for yourself. The ones that you experience no listings on it, I told you I had 2 pages with 0 views on them. And when I said again, when I made a sale, the very first thing I did is I went there to my listings and seen if they had views on them. And the one that sold, that item that sold, had views on it. That's all I'm leaving you with, folks. I don't know what else to tell you. Like I said again, I share this information with people. And the whole idea with this YouTube channel, folks, for those who do follow me, or maybe you are eBay sellers, maybe you're Amazon sellers, maybe you're Etsy sellers. The whole thing is with this channel, the reseller news deals with e-commerce, and I will throw topics out there that I think may be of interest to you. On the other hand, if you don't like the content I'm putting out, and you want to see me talk about something else, please share it with us. Share it and say, comment and say, hey, Rich, I like the reseller news. It's pretty good. You bring out some good points. I get some good tips from you. There may be people out there say, well, I don't get anything from this guy. They may personally think I'm wasting my time watching. That's totally up to you. But I tell you one thing, I pretty much put my heart and soul into this. I can think of different things to do, better things to do than to do the resale news. But you know why I do this, folks? Because first off, I love creating videos. The second thing is, I want to help people out. And as I said in my other videos, I don't have tons of money to donate to charitable organizations, unfortunately. But I look at life this way. If you could gain something from the information I put out there, and it's helpful in some way, and you can get something from it, you get a takeaway from it, get it, so to speak, that's a plus for me. That's a plus for me. That sharing this information with you guys out there, men and women who are sellers, resellers, or maybe you just have an interest in hearing what I have to say. Maybe you're not a subscriber and you're just checking out my YouTube channel to see what I'm all about. Maybe that's what will determine whether you're going to subscribe to me or not. That's totally up to you. I would love to have you as a subscriber. And without changing the subject right now, I do want to say one thing in regards to my YouTube channel. I just want to share this with you guys, and I'm kind of happy about it and kind of excited about it. When I was looking at my stats from what do you call it there, from a video thing, yeah, or TubeBuddy, whatever I think it was, lo and behold, I made the 4,000 watch time hours. Now, I just got to get 1,000 subscribers. And now I'll be able to go join the YouTube Partner Program. Maybe you guys can help me out there. Maybe you could subscribe, like, share, and comment. Tell other people about this channel. Maybe you could help me get up there to get that 1,000 threshold. I already did the 4,000 hours of watch time. I was so happy to see that. When I clicked it on, it says you made the 4,000 hour watch time threshold, and you may be eligible for the YouTube Partner Program. But for what I understand, you still, I don't think it's one or the other. I think you still have to have 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers in order to get and join the YouTube Partner Program. You see, folks, the future I have for this channel is to make it good. And it is a clear content channel, and it's going to stay that way. Okay, I'm not a professional news commentator, news reporter, but I love what I do so much. I mean, I really do. I love sharing this stuff with you guys. I really do. I love creating videos, but the most important thing of all is I love to share information to help. What they say, information is power, information is knowledge, whatever. You know, the more you know, the more you take away from it. It's inspiring, and it helps me out big time. It really does. And I love doing it. I really do. And you know something? I don't have a Patreon account because, again, you have certain requirements at Patreon accounts where people will pay you, whatever, pay for your channel, to support your channel, whatever. I don't have that. I don't know if I will ever have it. I don't know if I had sponsorships, if people would even want to sponsor me. I don't know. But you know something? Another way to help me out is by subscribing. By you subscribing, that supports this channel. It gives me more of incentive, like I said again, to make more and more videos. And to be honest with you folks, whether I get to that 1,000 subscriber threshold or whatever, if I can, I can't. Maybe the content I'm putting out, people don't really like it, they don't care for it. Maybe they don't care for me as an individual. Who knows? I don't know. There's a lot of variables in life as to why people do what they do. I don't know. I'm trying to do the best I can here. And like I said again, when I do share this information, it's done through the heart. It really is. I do it with good intentions, folks. And so far, I have to honestly say I haven't had any negative comments left on my YouTube channel. Where people would, say stupid things or curse me out or say any derogative remarks about me. I haven't had that. Maybe it's because I throw a little disclaimer in, which I'm about to throw in right now. If anybody is going to leave me a comment, as long as it's nice, I will respond to it. If, on the other hand, people are going to leave nasty comments, whether it be name calling, cursing at me or whatever, making fun or whatever it may be, I will not respond to them, to those comments. As a matter of fact, I will not even acknowledge it. I will just delete it. So maybe that's why I'm not getting negative comments, because they probably figure I'm not gonna get into a cyber war with anybody. I'm not gonna sit here and get into a debacle with you. For those who have any intentions of leaving any negative comments, I'm not gonna get into a debacle with you. So if you do decide to preempt yourself into doing that, saying, "Well, this guy, I'm gonna let him know what I think. I'm gonna really suck it to him, with a bad comment," I'm not gonna respond to it. So I'm telling you right up front, it will be deleted. Simple as all that. I'm not gonna get into a debacle. So if anybody does want to leave comments like that are bad, go ahead, but I'm not responding to you, and I'm not gonna leave it up there for the rest of the world to see it, because that's not what this channel is all about. It's just like when I do my videos. If you look at my videos, when I talk about certain things, I can never understand when you get the thumbs down on certain things. You could be doing videos on how-to videos or do-it-yourselves, whatever, and I look at other people's videos, and they're really good. These other creators out there put some real good information out there. They really do. And you look, because how can you not notice it's right on that line, the tagline there. You can see thumbs up, thumbs down. Think about it. I don't like that. Thumbs down. I don't care. It don't bother me. I find it amusing, to be honest with you. And let me tell you something else. If people do want to leave a thumbs down thing on my videos, they don't like it, it don't bother me. I'm still going to be making videos regardless. If I had 1 thumbs down or 1,000,000 thumbs down, I'm still going to be doing videos. I'm not going to stop doing this. I love doing this. It's a passion of mine. I always wanted to do videos. I love digital photography. I love taking still pictures and stuff like that. I got a digital camera where I go out, if I go out, outdoors or whatever, I want to take pictures. I got to sell. I can use my iPhone too, but there's nothing like a handheld digital camera. And I love doing this stuff. It's a passion I've always wanted to do for the longest time. And I think a lot of people I talk to when I find out that I do a YouTube channel, the first thing comes out, don't you feel funny? Aren't you embarrassed doing videos like that because people are going to see you? And what do I care? What am I doing wrong? I'm doing a video. I'm not doing anything wrong. Nobody should feel like that. If you have an inspiration to create a video, you want to share a talent that you have, why not? You're not doing anything wrong. I don't find anything wrong with it. Compared to other videos out there, what other creators are doing, believe me, it can't be that bad. Trust me. If they could do it, I could do it. I was very apprehensive at one point. I said to myself, I bet you when I put my first video out there, I am going to get bombarded with nasty comments. People are going to say horrible things about me, about me. But you know what I said to myself? I don't care. And that's how, if you have the inspiration or you have the desire to make a YouTube channel, you know what I say? Go for it. Put your talents out there. Share what you have. And don't let nobody, shield you from doing from your dreams. Remember one thing, folks. There's a lot of naysayers out there that say things can't be done. A quick story, really quick, about when I think about Fred Smith, I think his name is. I think it's Fred Smith, the guy who started FedEx. For this story, now if I get the story a little off key, forgive me. Like I said, I can only remember so much. I don't want to put false information out there, but the story goes something similar to this. I think FedEx, I don't know if it was a college program he was doing or working on I don't know if it was like a thesis, whatever it was there, but he talked about a delivery system, how he would handle it or whatever, how it would work, and he talked to his college professor about it. I believe the story is something like this. If I'm wrong, correct me. I'm sorry. Can't remember everything. And the story went something similar to this, that they thought his idea wouldn't help. It would never work. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, to prove it to himself, he did something. He labeled a package, and I think he had it shipped back to him or something like that. But I don't know the dynamics behind the whole story. But long story short, his professor said, I believe it was professor, or unless it was his other teammates within his, his school project, whatever, said this would never work. Lo and behold, it worked. Look at FedEx, multi-billion-dollar business, and there's a guy that they said it won't work. Okay, look where it is now. Take it seriously. Colonel Sanders, Kentucky Fried Chicken guy. He went through so many, I don't know if it was like 1,000 people he went to try to sell his recipe. And I don't know if it was the 1,069th person. So I read the story again. Like I said, I hear all these stories like that. And it was that one person that took him up on the offer. And Colonel Sanders, he started when he was an older person. I think in his 60s, I believe. I believe it was in his 60s. But there's a man who had the will and determination. He didn't give up. It took that one person to say, hey, we'll take a chance on buying your recipe. The rest is history. And it goes on and on and on. The stories go on. They're phenomenal. And the other thing I want to share, I think I did it once before. I think it's with 13 billionaires that only have high school diplomas. 13. I think it's 13 billionaires. And I can name 2 right now that we're all familiar with that went to Harvard, and if I understand, are Harvard dropouts, they didn't complete it, is Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg. As a matter of fact, those 2 did a commercial together, or I think it was a YouTube thing, and in the commercial, I don't know what they were advertising for or not, or exactly. But in the in that segue, that little segment, I think I seen it on YouTube. Bill Gates goes, he goes to Mark Zuckerberg. Do they know we didn't complete college or something like that? I was like, holy smokes! I was like, and here they are. These people are like the richest people in the world outside of Jeff Bezos. And then you look at the people who started out in the garage that became successful. Steve Jobs with Apple Computer. Jeff Bezos started out like that, or he surpassed everybody else. He's now, I think, his net worth's 140 something billion now. He's the richest guy right now. He beat Bill Gates. Bill Gates, I think, is 92, whatever. Doesn't matter. A billion's a billions, you know. And then you got, of course, Warren Buffett. But if you look at the way these businesses were founded, it's amazing. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen today. That you or I'm not saying that in general. But who knows? I mean, I can't say what the future holds. I would like if I could turn a business into a multi-billion-dollar business. That'd be great. Not so much for the notoriety, the wealth, and everything. That's another thing. One of my other passions would be if I can create a business where I can create thousands of jobs and have something to leave behind when I'm no longer here. That would be great, to create thousands of jobs. Everybody's talking about Bezos, about his company, but they're saying how he's put out a lot of mom and pop businesses are going out, or certain stores are hurting in the retail sector. But if you really look at it, now people may beg to differ with this on this part, but if you look at how many jobs he created, and again, don't quote me on it. I think Amazon with worldwide, I think with all the personnel he's got, the employees, I think it's over 500,000 employees. I believe it's 500,000 plus. So that's pretty phenomenal. That's a nice legacy to leave behind, for his kids or family members, whatever they could say. He started his business. He may have put other businesses out. I don't like to see other businesses go out of business, to be honest with you. That's sad. But if you look at the flip side of it, even though he caused a lot of businesses that maybe went out because of the competition, you look on the bright side. Think of all the jobs he did create. A lot of people get beaten up for a lot of things. They get a raw deal in life. With things like people always are ready to point fingers and stuff. Rather than looking at the whole picture, they just see what comes to their mind. Oh, that's what this is. That's what this is all about. This person did that. How could he do that? Or how could he live like this, or whatever? Or how can and it goes on. The list goes on. Always finding all faults with these people. But if you look at the whole picture, and you see what the person accomplished in life, I think it's a pretty good thing. I think Bezos and Bill Gates and Zuckerberg, I think they did all good things in life, and Warren Buffett, by creating the jobs. That's great. I wish I could leave a legacy like that. I wish I could, get this business to take off and create thousands of jobs. Would be great. It really would. But anyway, folks, I just wanted to share that information. I guess it's not really part of the reseller news, but it's kind of like interrelated. If you like this channel, if you get anything out of it, folks, please subscribe to my channel. If you get anything from it, give it a thumbs up. My name is Rjpasini. This is the Reseller News, July 5th, 2018. Thank you again. Have a great day. I wish all of you the best in sales. Let's just hang in there and see where it goes. Let's give eBay the benefit of the doubt, and we'll see what happens, and we'll take it from there. Until next time, bye-bye now.